This one, this is where it becomes a little bit tough. When we look at this one, I want to go from 6 people to 20 people now. So I want to increase it. So if we kind of think about that as a ratio, in a way I went from 6 people to 20 people. So the ratio of people is 6 to 20. In other words, that's 3 to 10. Or we could have that written as 10 to 3. And so the idea here is instead of setting up a proportion for each of these things, I just want to multiply each of these things by the ratio. The question is, which version of the ratio? Do I multiply by 3 over 10, or do I multiply by 10 over 3? And if you're not sure, come down to the serving. Come down here and say, hey, what happens when I take this 6 times a 3 over 10? And what you're going to find out is when you do 6 times 3 over 10, it does not give me 20. It doesn't give me the number of people that I wanted. But if I change this and say, oh, let's do the other version, let's multiply by 10 over 3. When you multiply by 10 over 3, it gives you 20 people. And so that's the version of the ratio I want to use. In other words, I want to multiply all of this stuff by 10 over 3. Okay? So it's identifying the ratio, but then figuring out which version of the ratio I need to multiply by. Okay? And really, if I want to get the values to become smaller, I multiply by the little fraction. If I want the values to be bigger, I multiply by the one that's bigger than 1, like the 10 over 3. Okay? And so now it's a job for my calculator, and you can use the fraction button on there if you need to. But 10 over 3 times the 3, that's going to be 10 cups of rolled oats. The 1 times 10 over 3, that's going to be 3 1/3 cups. And yeah, you want to write this as a mixed number, not as an improper fraction. Yes, you get 10 over 3, but what is it as a mixed number? Let's see, that's going to be, instead of 2 cups, that's 20 over 3, so that's 6 2/3 cups of milk. The tablespoon, that's going to be 1 1/3 tablespoons of cinnamon. The eggs, let's see, that's going to be 2. That's going to be 20 over 3, so that's going to be 6 2/3 eggs. Good luck with that. I'm sure if we ended up doing 7 eggs, the rest of it would turn out okay. This one, that's going to be 3 1/3 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and we already decided it's going to serve 20 people. Okay? But when we get into these situations where we want to convert a lot of the things using the same ratio, using the same proportion, it's really tough to set up a proportion for each of those. We could, but it's a lot easier to just say, hey, I'm going to take this ratio and I'm going to multiply by the ratio. We just need to determine which version of the ratio we need to multiply by. Okay?